Too much. My brother, fellow Ghanaians, today, I know people don't want to hear that. Whenever you hear fellow Ghanaians, Nana Addo comes to mind, and you know the bitter pill and the experience. Nana Addo has taught Ghanaians a very bitter lesson of leadership. And I'm quoting Dr. Nyaho Tamaklu, who is also a founder of the MPP. We are talking about Galamsey. My brother also stated that both parties are involved. The word useless are two words put together. Use and less. When your car is supposed, you have maybe 10 gallons and it's supposed to take you 5 hours driving. And then you do just 2 hours. You have made the car and the fuel, everything useless. You could not, exhaust it to its full capacity. So the word useless. NDC has been in power before. Rawlings, Professor Mills, may their souls rest in peace. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, who is coming back. And in fact, he is back.
Okay.
Even those who insulted him, said all manner of things, today are apologizing to him. Even preachers are now prophesying how good his heart is. They knew he was a good man, but they decided to destroy him. But His Excellency John Dramani Mahama serves a living God. His God is alive, and he works with time. So, we give you power, and then solve a problem, fight an illegality. You have the power to do so. You fail woefully, and then you turn back and come and tell me it is NDC and MPP who are doing it. NDC is also doing it. But what are you doing with your power? You said you want to break the 8.
Well, so
and somebody...
There should be a political pact.
What pact? Rawlings' time, people were doing Galamsey. Galamsey has been with us for ages. None of us in this room was born. People will always do an illegality. But at any given time, the one in power, when you make the power useful, people don't feel the impact of the illegality. You are able to minimize it or eradicate it. We give you this same power that His Excellency Jerry John Rawlings had, President Akufo had, Professor Mills had, John Dramani Mahama had. Today, you have had 2 terms, and you tell us that we should come and sign a pact in order to be able to deal with an illegality. You are a failure. You have made power useless.
The MPP?
Yes. Yes. If there's something going on in your neighborhood, and you know you put your house in order, and a check on those under you, that your children are not part, they don't go out there and get involved. You have been able to manage your home. So you will have the integrity to go out there and look into the faces of other parents who are not holding their children or their family in check because your house is in order. But when it happens that the disorder in the neighborhood is caused by your children, your own house, mpanyine say panyine otena fie ma mofra we nanka no afeso ne e kan nanka refo a e kan ne ka ho to wait the elder who sits aloof and watches on unconcerned for children or kids to eat snakes. At the end of the year, when we are accounting for snake eaters, in fact, he is the elder, he's the champion of snake eaters.
But if you do that, you're not representing the situation fairly, because it says the government needs some commendation. And the fight against Ghana is not about organized labor or the NDC speaking in a certain way.
Yeah.
That will make them, they've been acting already.
Yes.
And the president at a point in time put his presidency online.
Yes.
Where was organized labor?
Yes.
Where was the NDC with this voice and new approach?
Yes. Good question. Now, organized labor are being attacked. I've read statements and heard a lot from MPP communicators. My brother, no, regardless whether we have a disorganized labor front or not, at least they have made an impact. The president has woken up from his slumber. You see, the president is not God. As Napo would think that God sleeps. God does not slumber nor sleep. Somebody should take Napo to Sunday school. The president is human. He slept on the job. Today he is awake because organized labor decided to go on a strike.
Okay.
But is there any record that in our history, has there been any time that organized labor decided to go on strike because of illegal mining? Has there? No. It is Nana Addo's record.
That's why he's questioning the motive.
My brother,
people are questioning the motive.
This is it.
Perhaps you people are also behind the scenes pulling.
Then NDC is very powerful.
Well,
you see, the moment you go there, let's ask ourselves: has there been illegal mining with us for ages?
Yeah.
Yes. What did those government do?
Okay.
That's the question. That minimized the impact.
Okay.
Today, our forests are being destroyed. That is what got organized labor talking. Our river bodies are being destroyed. That is what got organized labor. Better late than never. They've been quiet for 7 years. Whilst Anas has done an expose, and we know that it is the MPP who are doing the illegalities.
Okay.
Professor Frimpong Boateng has also given us a document that has shown that it is the MPP that is doing the illegalities. Who watches the watchman? When the watchman is the thief himself, the man behind the brain, behind the illegality, then who watch the watchman? Okay. We have Erastus Asaridonko has done an extensive job. So for me, if I said the solution to the fight against illegal mining is just one in a sentence, don't vote for the MPP.
You have 2 minutes more.
Yes, don't vote for the MPP.
But that's not a position of somebody like Koko Anidoho, who is a member of your party. He's even chastising organized labor for that matter. UTAG for going on strike. He says, whilst kids in Japan, in China, are perhaps fixing and putting up machines, they are here protesting. And obviously, he doesn't believe the NDC is going to do anything better, even though it's an NDC member.
Caesar.
Yes.
To set the record straight, Koku has been banished from the NDC.
Suspended or banished?
Banished. He's no longer a member. No. He's no longer a member.
Okay.
So, Koku's issue, is there any dustbin around here? Let's put Koku's issue in a dustbin. Today, as we speak,
former Deputy General Secretary of your party.
Former. UTAG is on strike.
Former Director of Communications at the
former.
Under their government.
Former. Today, UTAG is on strike.
Yeah.
What is the cause?
Because of Galamsey.
Because of Galamsey. They have stood their grounds.
So UTAG didn't collect.
My brother also said, let's put politics aside.
The bribe didn't reach UTAG.
You see?
No, Mama, just hold on.
When they can't take the heat, they become jittery.
Okay.
What was I doing? I was just writing. I've been writing since you started talking. Yes, I know. I understand you. He said we should put politics aside when it comes to the fight against Galamsey. Nana Addo, is he a product of politics?
Yeah.
He's the president today as a result of politics.
Yeah.
And all the powers has been entrusted into his hands. So how do we take politics out of the fight against against Galamsey? Meanwhile, some of them are also going around that the NDC and then other parties should sign a pact that when they come, they will not allow Galamsey to go on. Meanwhile, the NDC has been in power before. You saw a fight. Today, the regional chairman to me.
Yeah.
It's in the news saying that NDC burned his excavators. It was part of the fight. So John Dramani Mahama was fighting Galamsey.
Okay.
Did he call for them to come and sign a pact?
No.
Did he fail? Today, look at the river bodies, compare them 2024, 2016, and see who has failed. So the solution is simple.
But equally, you have challenges.
Don't vote. Yeah, there will always be challenges.
At a point in time, the Minister of Natural Resources was frustrated
yes,
as well.
Yes, that is what leadership is about. You not have it rosy.
Okay.
Yours is to do thinking, think.
And this administration is not doing that.
They are not doing, they have failed because they have failed to think. And the solution is simple.
Okay.
Do not vote for anything MPP. Galamsey, 50% solved.
Let me go for a quick commercial break. When I come